Well, we're on our way southbound towards home in Bakersfield, and was just looking at the sky and it looked very unique tonight. It's October, you know, the red October colors are in full effect, and really beautiful out here in the desert. It's look at those rays. It's almost like something setting over there, but you can see like these rays, and that's awesome. I've never seen, never really noticed that. Like, these clouds are just very unique. And there's the moon right there. But yeah, I wanted to stop and share this view with you guys just outside of Ridgecrest, California, at the end of October in 2023. Good morning, folks. So we are back down south for the weekend, just continually bringing back, you know, all the spoils from this year's construction projects, a lot of excess wood and things of that nature, which I'm going to be using for my off-grid cabin studio that I want to do out at the ranch. So Mike's got a full load of lumber on the trailer. It's just all kinds of odds and ends, but it's a lot of longer material. And so this morning we're going to I'm gonna link up with those guys. We're gonna meet out at the ranch, get that trailer offloaded, and do a few things out there. Maybe some I'm trying to get a couple more C trains. Those things are just so spendy right now that I mean, I can't believe how expensive those things are. I found a couple on this auction that are right now they're cheap. I even bid on them, but I got bids in at like $1,000 right now, but I think the auction's tomorrow, so maybe I'll show you a little bit of that. It's online, and I was bidding on a few different things on there, but yeah, we're gonna get out there today and get out to the ranch, and the weather is definitely much cooler. It's only 50 degrees down here, a lot colder up in Mammoth. And we're gonna get some materials moved around and just kind of keep organizing things around out there. I'll be pouring a pad out there probably within the next month or so. So I'm gonna pour that concrete pad for the studio, and you know, we're just gonna go from there and see what we come up with. But stick around, it should be fun. Looks like Sadie's just hanging out back there. Bud's in his normal spot where he likes to sit. So they're ready. We kind of sat around the house yesterday and got a lot of office work done on the computer and whatnot. So today we're going to get out and about, take care of the things we got to do down here in town, and Sunday we'll be back to Mammoth. Well, I have a little bit of time this morning, waiting for the guys to get down here. So I got the old Big Red here. I figured maybe let's do a little walk around. I thought that might be something some of you guys might like to see. So we're gonna take a little closer look at Big Red. Okay. Well, we got the hood opened up here. It's got this manifold water system. Had to be part of the I mean, I guess it's not part of the fire truck apparatus, but it's because it's maybe it's just an additional I don't know exactly what that is. Maybe somebody could tell me in the comments what that might be. You can see here, it's got a big block in it. It's a V8. So it's got a big old V8 in her. So I'm assuming that's probably like a 460. Probably. If it's not the original engine that came with the truck, it's probably a 460. That's what I'm gonna say. Sadie, get over here. Hey, Sadie, come here. Old number 1 F7 rural fire district. So this thing, I've shown it before underneath, but it's got the big diff up front, very large brakes on this thing because it had all the fire truck equipment on the back of it, which is now gone. You can see we got it off. So the cab has been modified a bit, so we'll have to get creative with a few things that we do. I got a little issue there because I really would love to keep this original like patina on here, but let's see. Howard Cooper Corporation. That's construction logging equipment. So that's pretty cool. That's a cool tab. It's about ready to fall off. I got to make sure that stays with the truck. Here's something very important here. This is how you operate the four-wheel drive in it. But it's got the little cheat sheet right here somebody put. Here is the that's the brake. Some kind of braking system here. You can see the seat's pretty darn bad. Steering wheel. I think we can restore these steering wheels. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do. That's what I want to shoot for, is maybe taking that off and restoring it. It's got the original dash here. I mean, this truck says it only has 12,571 miles on it. So I believe that, because these old fire trucks, they did a lot of sitting around, you know. And that Ford symbol there. It's a shame the glove box is actually missing. We'll have to search around and see if we can find a box for this dash. I'm sure they make stuff. Here's another cheat sheet. So this is for the actual fire department, it looks like. 10-1, receiving poorly. 10-2. Oh, these are the radio signals. That's kind of neat. 402, death not by fire. And 401 is death by fire. 4D is a doctor needed, and 4C is a chaplain needed. That's awesome. Yeah. So I got that spotlight right there. That's like an original one too. So it's got like that pearly handle there. I definitely want to take that off, and maybe hopefully we can restore that to its original condition. Got the fuel cell back here. I don't know what that was, but yeah. So I think first things first, we're gonna do a full, just clean this thing, pull the seat out of it, just everything. It's gonna take a lot to get this thing. I'm gonna get what's left of the headliner out, and probably end up pulling this cab. Pull the cab off the chassis and do a lot of blasting on the actual chassis itself. We need to gonna have to do something back here where we cut the bed off. We got awful close to those leaf springs there, so we're gonna channel that out, re-channel it, clean that all out, do some kind of channeling there to basically rebuild the back end of the frame and give it back the strength that it needs. I would love to hear this thing run, because there's the pipes just coming like straight off the back there. Dual exhaust. It's got dual exhaust. This is the PTO driven. That's a PTO driven pump. So we've got a PTO on this thing, and which is awesome, because depending on what we end up doing with it, it can run a winch or, hey, Sadie was trying to take off on me. But yeah, this that's the transfer case there. You can see the drive line going up towards the front there. Actually, it's this one down here, the lower one, but that is the transfer case. And some fuel lines here. So dual exhaust on this old girl. So yeah, I'm not really a seasoned pro at restoring vehicles. It's kind of something I've always been interested in, but never really done much of it. So doing this one here is going to be, you know, pretty much the first one that I've done all the way through and committed to doing. I've got several old vehicles, but never found the time to actually do anything with them. So hopefully you guys will enjoy the process of this thing, and you know, it's going to take a while, so don't get in a hurry. I mean, you've already seen it's taken this long just to get the bed off. So, but yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick walk around on Big Red. So hope you enjoy the little history there with the instructions on how to read the radio. It's got all these little tabs, so I guess you can see the choke right there. There's the shift pattern, so it's first is all the way over and back. That's kind of different. Don't think I've ever seen that before. These hose reels were really neat. That's why I saved them. Don't know exactly what we're going to repurpose those with just yet. Anybody has any ideas? I'd love to hear it. Same thing here. Maybe repurpose this for something. I'm not sure just yet. I mean, maybe even continue to use it as a pump. If we had a large tank that we fed this thing with, you could probably throw some water pretty far. I mean, I don't know what the purpose of that would be ever, being that we have water truck and stuff, but yeah, give me some ideas, guys. We're on our way out to the ranch. Gotta stop and grab something off of Taco Joe's. That little truck right there is probably one of the best Mexican places here in Bakersfield. So I typically want to grab some of that every time I get down here too, along with my In-N-Out. All right, we made it out to the ranch. It is a beautiful day out. Pretty calm, very little wind. So I'm gonna break out the Pioneer and the Ranger. I'm gonna get up on top there. We gotta move some fence panels, stuff like that. I got the old 290 warming up here. It's my security for the C trains out here, even though I don't really have any issues out here, which is nice. I've never had a problem out here since I've been here, which is, knock on wood. That's very thankful for that. People don't mess around out here. There's a lot of private ranchers in this, you know, not a lot. I mean, there's a couple private ranchers that keep a pretty good eye on things out here. So you don't really see anybody that you know, don't typically see people out here that don't belong out here, so that's always nice. I'm just gonna spin this around, probably pull this bucket in a little so that I can get by right here. This whole thing, we're gonna have some fun with this thing this winter. When we're not removing snow, hopefully we're gonna build some stuff for the dirt bikes out here. So we'll definitely have the right equipment to do it with. I got 2 of these big old excavators and some dozers and stuff like that, so we can easily pretty much do whatever we want out here and make it fun for everyone. Come out and ride some bikes and camp and have some fun. The dogs are enjoying it right now. Bud's always gets super pumped to come out here. He was whining on the way out. I was on the phone or I would have filmed it, but he was whining and he could smell it. As soon as we make that turn off the main road there, he knows where we're headed and he starts getting excited. I'll take you guys on the quick tour of the off-grid sheep camp. This is the old trailer. It was here when we got the place. And I cleaned it out a lot. It's still pretty nasty, but I just keep extra propane. I mean, it would be something to get you in and out of the rain if you had to. I don't know that I'd want to spend a whole lot of nights in here if I didn't have to, but I mean, here you go. This is the bedroom. Set yourself up a little cot back here and takes you back in time. I mean, look at that wainscoting on the wall. That's some old stuff. But yeah, it's kind of a cool old trailer that I know the old hermit that used to have this place. He passed away, but this is pretty much his house. I mean, it had a lot of the stuff. I mean, you can see that's the last time that calendar's been touched. So we're almost 20 years ago. This thing's been kind of trapped in time for 20 years, almost 20 years. Which I just love old stuff like this. It really, I mean, I even got, this is the old liquor cabinet that he had. This is all liquor that was here. I took it out of the cupboards and I don't know why I kept it, but yeah, so that's the tour of the sheep camp. I call it the sheep camp because a lot of sheep herders use trailers like these. Actually, I'm sure that's what this one was used for at one point in time. It was moved around all out here on the open, vast areas of land. So today we're gonna get the old John Deere. I'm gonna put the charger on it. Got brand new batteries in it. Somebody came out here and got into it and left the key on or something. But I just got those batteries not too long ago, so I know there's nothing wrong with those. I just need to put a charge to them. That's what we're gonna do today. Get that thing fired up and moved, hopefully. And then Mike's on his way out here with the lumber. He'll be coming shortly. Got a big load of lumber for the off-grid studio build. A bunch more lumber here that I brought last time. Huge beams. A lot of these stuff, I'm not gonna be able to use it, but I mean, I got these massive beams. And I mean, they're just too big for anything I would use here probably. But I'm gonna, you know, the smaller stuff I can definitely make use of. I gotta basically take what I have here and build something around what I have. That's the idea. I'm going to take all the scrap lumber from basically the spoils of summer is what I'll call it. I've got tons of plywood here, which I'm gonna fix this so it doesn't get ruined. And I got plywood, I got all kinds of things. And I got a bunch of telephone poles. I don't know what I'll do with those. I have those. I have a stack of about 30 way over there, down yonder. So we'll see. We'll see what becomes of that. I've got the drill. I've got a drill for the excavator, so I can, kind of similar to the party area that's way over there. See if I can show it to you right there. So that's the far side of the property over there. And it's probably about a quarter mile from where we're standing right here. But that's a muster point, I call it, a gathering area. There's a fire pit over there, and some odds and ends. It's kind of a hangout spot. Down here, I'm gonna clear this area out a little, get that feeder out of there, but I wanna put the dirt bike ramps right there, and that's a little jump that I'm gonna make. So I'm gonna get that all fixed up and to where I can play around on the bikes. But for now, today, we're gonna wait for Mike to get here with the lumber, and I'm gonna go up top where the studio goes, and I'm gonna start moving some fence panels and things like that, and just start making some room up there and kind of planning our build that we're gonna do. All right, we got this one going. Good job, Sadie. It's been a while. I was wondering with those brand new batteries, I'm like, there's no way. It was a connection. It wasn't even the charger. So she's fired up. Gonna move it over here on the other side, open up this pathway here so we have a big loop we can loop around.